What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we are going up into the Ravaged realm one more time, this time for the Aurora squad. We've kind of showed you guys each day's video, one for each one of the factions. This is the only one I haven't shown you just yet, and it's mainly because you can see up here, we got Fresto, and we got one of my favorite heroes in the game right now that we're going to be using here, and we're going to be modifying our team to use Harak. So, essentially, this team is going to be very, very similar to what we had been using previously. However, there's going to be just a minor change. Now, we did take the time. We now have the correct charms for all of our heroes. If you guys want to see everything that we are using, you can check it out here in a second. I'll go over everybody at the end of the video to show you guys exactly the charms we're going with. So, number one, we're going to go with the Blade Summon Spell, attack speed, and physical and magic defense. Really powerful. This is the squad layout, and the big part of this is having the Sonya on the team to give that length. Very powerful. Then on the second wave, we're running almost the same exact team, except we're changing up positionings a little bit, and we are going to the harmonic spell. So again, I'll show you guys all the magic charms at the end. I'm just kind of going for a new record right here to see what this is all about. So let's get going. Let's see what this battle number actually looks like. I have a feeling this team's going to really kick some butt here. I just think it's going to do a ton of damage. And again, like I said, we have the perfect heroes for this mix because Harak is just so good in this battle here. Alright, so the one thing, as you guys know with Harak, he is going to eventually eat his team most of the time. The nice thing with the Fresto is sometimes he will eat the Shadow, the illusion copy, which means more of your team stays alive at a longer point. And it looks like here, actually, yeah, there you go. So Harak definitely took out one of the Fresto illusions and then took Harak himself out. He just took out Merrily, and now we're down to the last three heroes in the last 30 seconds. Our Faye is probably one of our weaker heroes, but she did stay alive long enough to get consumed by Harak once again. And yeah, you can see the last 18 seconds here. He goes ahead, it takes out Sonya, and now it's pretty much just him on the battlefield to do the rest of the damage. Now, our damage is looking pretty dang good. 66. I will definitely take that because normally we need to get in like the 130 billion range. I don't know if our team's going to be able to do that, but Hugin with Sinbad and Corrin can pop off. Again, we just got our investment into Corrin and got him his magic charms as well because we hadn't been using Corrin, so we didn't really have a need to really upgrade that. But this right here is going to most likely be some very good damage. Already up to the 45 billion mark. We need to get above 60 billion to be really competitive here and maybe push into the top like 20 or so. We're at 51. This is looking good so far. As long as our heroes can stay alive, Sinbad is taking a ton of damage, but because we have Hugin on the battlefield, we have tons of shielding. So even though their health bars down the bottom there look a little sketchy, we're still in a good spot. So we are coming up to the 60 billion mark. Oh my gosh, we need some shields out on our Corrin. It looks like we might get in the mid to low 60 billion range, or 120 billion range. It looks like low 120s because we did start losing some heroes there, but that's not too bad considering what rank we're probably going to get. Yeah, definitely top 20 with what we have here, and you see Harak doing some crazy amount of damage. Surprisingly enough, Merrily doing a huge chunk of damage considering how early she does get consumed. And then, of course, you can see here, I mean, Corrin's not really doing anything on our squad. It is the Sinbad show. So this is probably going to be one of them where RNG is going to play somewhat of a factor. I would go ahead and skip your battles and use up every one of your attempts because of Harak. If you guys are using Harak, there definitely can be some RNG involved here that can cause some issues with when or who he kills on the battlefield, who he consumes for those extra stats. So that's something to really pay attention to. Make sure, even if you get one good attempt, just like that, we moved up a couple places up to top 12. I don't think it's enough RNG that'll bump us up to like maybe rank 10. But we can give this a shot real quick. Oh, we keep getting higher rank. There we go. Top 9. We did hit that 129 billion. So again, today is one of those days using every single one of your attempts is going to be your benefit because of that RNG. You can go quite a few places up, and like I said, we're up to the top 9, which I am cool with. We'll do one more skip just to see if we can get any higher up. Most likely we'll be bumped out of the top 10 by the end of today, but yeah, that's a cool spot to be placed in. And then of course we have 4 more days for the squad rotation ending, and then we move on to the next phase here. So let's go over and show you guys all of our hero setups. So number 1, our Freyesto. We are using the, what is it called? Sorcery? Yeah, Sorcery Charm on Freyesto. That is a huge plus there. He's very, very good with that. Let me just show Harak very quickly. Of course, you guys know we have a very powerful Harak. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Since when don't I have Harak charms? What? Okay. That could be part of the reason why. I'm just gonna throw that one on. I don't necessarily know if that's the one. Oh my gosh, I really just haven't used him in like any game mode right now. That's crazy. All right, well, let's just do one more skip. That's gonna give him a lot more attack, which means our damage numbers should most definitely go up. Again, still RNG. That was 126, so that was our previous like best before we got the RNG high roll. So even with the charms, it's probably gonna not gonna make as big of a difference. But there's a chance we see a bigger number here. 128. You can see they are on average being better. So the high roll, I think, would be in this point into the low 130 billion range. Oh, come on, man. 126. We got one more attempt. I'm going to use it up. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily the one for Harak to use. It's just boosting his attack and HP. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, it didn't quite get there, but you can see the overall damage numbers were much, much higher. We definitely have the chance to be stronger. And then, of course, I want to show you guys our main heroes here. So, Sonya, we of course are using the harp here. We got the arcane charms giving attack and skill power. Corrin, we just slapped on the glory ones, attack, speed, and some stats. We're not using Rowan. This is going to be the one that we're using on a couple different heroes. The Gale I think we're using on both him and our Merrily. Yep. Actually, no, Merrily's using a different one this time. I actually forgot. Different charms. Overload. So not bad. We have Hugin with, we got Hugin with the blast charms here. And then Faye, we're just using some healing supporting ones. And I think that's it. I don't think we're using anybody else from this faction, right? No, it doesn't look like that. There is a strategy that does use morale. We're not going to be doing that though. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your damage numbers are doing in the Ravaged realm. And I'll see you guys next time.